Welcome to another episode of I'm Tired of Being Right All the Time. My name is Johnny Wright, President and CEO of the Buyosphere. Website, YouTube channel, please subscribe, which is I'm Tired of Being Right All the Time. Also found on social media platforms, sold everywhere. Today, I'm tired of being right about how to respond to a negative customer review. Reviews on the rocks. Ain't no big surprise. Your employees were rude and you sold me pants that chafed my thighs. Ouch. Now the customer's gone. And all they wanted was a smile. Yeah! So, negative reviews, very common. One of the biggest problems that owners call me and say, they complain about the complaint. What am I supposed to do, Johnny? I don't know what to do. I have no idea. Please, God, help me. And I said, hey, man, chillax. It's all good. There is a process to this. In fact, we have a 3-step process. This is born of pain when we let some of our Buyosphere clients down earlier in the process, early years, didn't know what we were doing, learned a bunch. We're constantly in teaching mode and learning mode, so we can be both a masterpiece and a work in progress. 3 steps to share with you today. Let's talk about what is the goal of responding. What is the goal of responding to a negative Google review? Well, let me tell you, I want to use that. Here's what the goal is not. The goal is not to get the customer to remove the review. It's not it. You don't want them to mitigate it, bring it down. None of that stuff. The real goal is to make things right. And whatever happens after that, whatever the customer's empowered to do, they feel so motivated is great. But the goal of responding to a negative Google review is both public and private. The goal and the process. The public response is what we call the Wizard of Oz. It's what you're going to show the public. If this is a Google review that's negative, Yelp, Facebook, negative review, you're going to respond publicly. You don't respond publicly yet. A lot of owners make this mistake. They go and they write something that's not good. You've got a private response to do first. It's so private that I can't even share with you. It's invisible. This is the Wizard of Oz. This other thing is the fat guy behind the curtain. So you got to work on the fat guy behind the curtain first. The private response. 3 steps to it. They are behind me. Let's jump in. First, you got to get your facts straight. Oh, I got to come way back here. Right. Got to get your facts straight. F-A-C-T-S. Got to go back and do some fact finding. Got to go back to your employees. Talk to them. Figure out what happened. Ask them to tell you the story. Tell them there's no penalty. I just want to know exactly how we treated and mistreated, what happened, where did we drop the ball. I want your story first. That's one fact. There's also fact-finding that has to do with the customer's history with you. If they have one, if they're new, okay, it's not there. Maybe checking to see if that customer has written other reviews is part of that. You can check out their Facebook page. That can be part of it, just to learn more about them personally, right? So you want to drill down into it, find out as much as you can, and get the facts straight as much as you can. But you've only got part of the picture. The second part of the fact-finding is to call that customer. Negative reviews, whether they are an email sent to you or whether they're on social media, deserve a call, at least an attempt to call the customer. Remember what you're fighting here. And this is absolutely hideous, but listen, this is what you're fighting. This is what's going on inside the customer's head. I got my mind on my snakes and my snakes on my mind. This is this thing, right? That your head is full of anger and frustration. You guys let me down. You got to permeate that. You got to be a hairstylist and get in there and start trimming away them snakes. The best way to do that, I believe, is to call them directly and not the person who wronged them, if they so state that within the review itself, but somebody else, another person in the company to reach out to them, right? So you get your facts straight, then you're going to reach out to them via phone call. They may not respond to your phone call. That's okay. That's going to be part of the public response. In the meantime, then second, you're going to call them back. And this word right here says mitigate. Mitigation. M-I-T-I-G-A-T-E. Don't do that. Mitigate means to make excuses. Mitigate means to diminish the importance of. Excuses posing as reasons. You never want to mitigate your apology. Hey, I'm so sorry, but I can't help it. You're stupid. You know, that's not, and that actually comes from an actual customer, or an owner review, not one of our shops. But yeah, so, and you're going to lose that fight with customers online anyway. They've got more time, they've got more resources, and it shouldn't be a fight. The idea is to come to some sort of better place than they're in at that moment, better place than what you're in, because of course it hurts when people write negative things or say negative things about us. And so call the customer and apologize. I'm so sorry this happened. Not, I'm so sorry you feel this way. Feelings, nothing more than feelings. Trying to forget my feelings of love. One of them chords. Feelings, their feelings. You want to address their feelings. I'm so sorry this happened. It gives them nowhere to go but towards you, right? When I apologize to you without excuse, without explanation, I'm starting to begin the process of you being able to move towards me. That's all you want to hear. It gives you a little bit more clearer mind. And then second thing is, tell me what happened, customer. Tell me the story. What happened inside our business, our shop, whatever it is. It's part of the fact-finding, right? They're going to tell you. You listen intently. Don't interrupt. If you need clarity, ask them. Take your notes. And then third step in that conversation is to say, hey, what do we need to do to make this right? I want you to be fulfilled. I know we can't change what happened. What can we change moving forward? What does success look like out of this conversation? Let them build it for you. let them tell you. They might tell you. They may not tell you. But the fact that you've asked them is everything. That's value. It means you truly are sorry and you're trying to make things right. I think in that conversation, too, part of it is, hey, we're going to learn from this. Learning stage number 3, we're going to take away some things from what happened to you. It's not all for naught. We're going to work on improving our policy, process, and procedure. I guarantee you that. I know it can't change what happened. We're just going to work on getting better moving forward. Customer may accept the reaching out to them. They may not. But all of that is done privately. Then the public response. The public response then is based upon the private conversation, right? So if you reach out to the customer, they didn't respond, say, hey, we've called you, Hank, we left some messages. I'm so sorry. Please call this number. Let's try. I want to resolve this with you. Or if you did get a hold of the customer, Hank, it's so good to talk to you. Apparently every customer is named Hank. So Hank, I'm glad we were able to talk. I'm glad we got it resolved. Whatever. Don't start an online fight. You will lose. It's not a fight. You're not going to convince people they were wrong and you were right. That's not the idea of this. The idea is to create a pathway moving forward that's bigger, that's better, that's improved, and somehow get that customer to release that pent-up frustration and hostility and try to get forward with a clean slate. Remember, you're going to mess up. Customers are going to be upset. Your employees are going to mess up. You're going to mess up. I'm going to mess up. We've got to forgive ourselves going into this. We've got to forgive ourselves. The good Lord already has. Let's join him. These guys, I hear he's pretty smart. Start with a clean slate. Open your heart up. Get the facts. Call and don't mitigate when you apologize directly to that customer. And then learn from it and share whatever happened privately in a public way. Remember that your response to negative reviews publicly is as much marketing as it is anything. And the worst thing you can do is try to defend what happened. That gets you nowhere. Instead, apologize. Let them walk towards you. If you'd like more information on this or any other challenges, issues you're having inside your own business, we would love to help you. Go to the Buyosphere and reach out to us there. I'm also, again, on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. LinkedIn and every place where there's social media, we are there. Or just start yelling and I'll probably hear you. Until next time, I'm Johnny Wright, and I'm tired of being right all the time.